know me, you all know that I am the youngest of 4 children. So I'm my mama's youngest child, my mama's baby child, my mama's child that she claimed she prayed for. Had me all them years later. My siblings are 8, 7, and 12 years older than me. So it's a huge age gap between me and my siblings. Those of you that also know me, you know that I've recently experienced 2 major deaths these past couple of years. Last year, I lost my biological father. This year in March, I lost the dad who raised me from the age of 5. He was the only dad that was pretty much in my life, and he took my mother. When he married my mother, it was 4 children. So he was none of our biological fathers, but he took us in and treated us as if he was his own. Recently, my mom has had some ongoing health issues, and she's had health issues for a while, but it's different this time. It's very different this time. With the loss of losing her spouse for almost 40 years, it seems as if mom is kind of like ready to be done with a lot of things, and we don't want her to be here if she is not happy or she's suffering. So but I went and visited my mom. I went and saw her the other day, and it's not good, but it's kind of good in a way. She's battling with dementia, and she has her funny moments. So the other day I went to see her in the hospital, and she doesn't want to eat. So I was like, well, Mom, you have to eat. You got to eat because you want to get better, right? So she wouldn't eat for me, so I was like, let me FaceTime Jaden, my youngest son. And I FaceTimed Jaden, and I was like, Jaden, tell Grandma she needs to eat to get better. So she FaceTimed him, and she saw him, and she was like, well, I'll eat for my baby. And I was like, but when thinking about this, and in my mom's current state, it makes me think about motherhood, and what it takes to be a mother. So if I had to say who or what, one of the things that gives me great joy is the joy of motherhood, and how we nurture and love our children and guide them, and know that I have this task that will be a lifelong task. You never stop being a mother, no matter if you're in health, not in good health. Being a mother is something that gives you a joy like no other. Also, being a mother, you're creating a legacy. So in visiting my mom and spending more time with her throughout her health issues, I'm realizing the legacy that she has created with the children that she birthed. The legacy that she has created with the grandchildren that she's nurtured. My mother is like no other mother. I always joke and say, I didn't even have to potty train my kids. I don't know how to potty train kids. My mother did all that. But the distance that mothers goes for their children is like, it's unmatched. And I don't want to disregard too, because some of us in this room are mothers by giving birth, and some of us are in this room are mothers by being a godparent, being an aunt, being a cousin. You are mothers, and it's still like no other love, no other joy. I find so much joy in looking at my boys, and especially now that I have one going off to the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. So it's just like, I get that. So when it comes time for me to no longer be here in the flesh, I know that I have raised my children to the best of my ability, and I know that I will have created a legacy using the blueprint that my mother set forth for us. So she laid an awesome foundation for us to be able to survive and go on, even if she's no longer here. And I'm not wishing death or anything on her, but I know there will be a time that mom will no longer be here. But being a mother and having someone set such a great example of motherhood gives me joy that I can't even explain. And it's a lifelong journey, and something that I don't take lightly, and something that I take really, really serious about motherhood. But that's what brings me great joy, and the why is because it's awesome. It's something that can't even be put in words, and it's creating a legacy that I know will live on through my boys, their children, and their children. And with that,
right, so the topic for today is who or what brings you great joy and why? And let me just say this. I didn't have to think 2 seconds on this because when I get an opportunity to talk about my niece, I'm going to talk about her. So let me tell you all about my niece. And Takora, you are so right when you said that being an aunt is like some form of motherhood. So I want to tell you guys, a lot of women in the audience could probably relate to this. I feel as though growing up with brothers, we were raised and our brothers were loved. In a lot of households, I feel like the girls are raised like they get the strong hand of the upbringing, and the boys, they get loved. Like we get harsh punishments, boys, they could get away with pretty much murder. And because of that, I feel like my first interaction with a woman wasn't the most pleasant. And unfortunately, that shaped like how I deal. Not anymore, I've grown past it, but in the beginning of my teenage years, in the beginning of my adulthood, that shaped how I dealt with women, because my first relationship with a woman, it wasn't the best at all. And with that, my sister, she had a baby in 2015, September the 24th. And because of that, I know how hard it was, me being a girl, raised by a black woman, raised, like strong-handedly raised. I wanted my niece to feel like the total opposite. I wanted my niece to feel love in a gate. I wanted her to know that she was beautiful. Of course, I don't like, well, she's a baby, she's 6. But I baby her to an extent. I let her know that she's beautiful. I let her know that she's worthy because she knows she's beautiful at this point. Everyone tells her that, but I don't want that to be the only thing she knows, because it takes more than looks, ladies. You could be the prettiest girl in the world if you don't have some smarts about you. It's not gonna be too good. But I let her know she's beautiful, and along with that, I let her know that she's smart. I let her know that she has to be kind. That's something that we're working on, because she can be mean. She loves to rap battle with me, and in those rap battles, she says some mean things, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna charge it to the game because we rapping. I come at her too. But no, y'all, that is my baby. And she brings me so much joy because as I let her know that she's beautiful, she does the same to me. If I come in with a nice outfit, if I come in the house, then she like, girl, where you going looking so pretty? And I'm like, I'm coming to hang out with you, girl. I love my niece, like with the bottom of my heart. She brings me so much joy. And she lets me know that, like, my past doesn't have to be her reality. How I dealt with women like throughout my teenage years, it doesn't have to be for her. My sister gets on her a lot because every time she meets a new girl, like at the park or at school, she's like, I have to tell you about my best friend. And my sister's like, girl, these girls are not your best friend, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that she sees a little girl and she doesn't look at her as competition. She doesn't look at her like with vengeful eyes. She looks at her like, this could be my friend. She looks at her like the sweet little girl that she is. She looks at her with love, and she looks at her optimistically, like a beautiful sisterhood could be formed, and sisterhood is so important, so I appreciate that. And I'm so happy that I get to contribute to that, and I just get to help my niece and like water her so that she could grow. And with that, I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, get to rock the boat and make a mess. So I said quietly, agreed politely. I guess that I forgot I had the choice. I let you push me past the breaking point. I stood for nothing, so I fell for everything. You held me down, but I got up. Hey, get ready, cause I've had enough. I feel it all, I see it now. Like thunder gonna shake the ground. You held me down, so I got up. Get ready, cause I've had enough. You see it all, you see it now. I've got the eye of the tiger, the fire, standing in the fire, cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion, cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar.
Cleanslate and guests. For those who don't know me, my name is Sam.
Hey, Sam, motivate me.
What? That's my friend. Today's topic is who or what brings you great joy and why? Okay? Smile. Well, what brings me great joy is witnessing the triumphs of our participants. It truly, it fills my heart. Ain't that right, Patch? It fills my heart to witness the triumph and the progression, moving from overcoming homelessness, constant incarceration, drug abuse, and move on to that good, permanent, full-time job. Every day in my office, I hear from participants that have completed the program and they call me, hey, I'm still working, I got a good job. That brings me, that warms my heart every time when they contact me and say, hey, this program works. And if you work it, and as I said, it brings me great joy because I see myself in every one of the participants. I battle with constant incarceration, drug abuse. So I know if I could overcome it, everybody else can. So with that, wake up everybody, no more sleeping in bed, no more backwards thinking, time for thinking ahead. Change us very much from what it used to be. So much hatred, war and poverty. Hey, wake up, everybody. Sleeping in bed. Who next? Thinking time, so thinking ahead. Woo!
Good morning, Cleanslate guests. For those who don't know me, my name is Azizi Ivory. Today's topic is who brings you joy and why? Let me tell y'all my testimony. Last year, February, I got a daughter that's in college. She go to EIU. I know I don't look that up, but yeah. I got a daughter, she go to EIU. She came home for the weekend. We just sitting down, looking at TV, kicking it, laughing. My daughter was like, Ma, something wrong with you? I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm good. I'm just sitting there. Next thing you know, I'm like, oh, something going on. She's like, Mom, maybe it's your acid reflux. I'm like, nah, go get me a ginger ale. I'm going to drink it. I drink it, and I belch. Thank God I'm still here. I went to sleep, chest still killing me. Went to sleep. Woke back up the next morning. She's like, Mom, get up out of here. Go to the hospital. Went to the hospital. Thank God I'm still here. I had a heart attack. I didn't even know. So to this day, me and my 20-year-old that's in college, we like this. Even though I got 6 more kids, I love them like I love my 20-year-old. But my 20-year-old, that's my heart. And what also brings me joy, I was at Cleanslate. I was on landscaping. When I was here before, I was on landscaping. I left, got me another job, came back. Now, I'm the only female on landscaping once again. I love Cleanslate. I'll be here. On that note, I love everybody. Everybody listen. We are. I got all my sisters and me. Thank y'all.
Good morning, Cara, Cleanslate, and Gas. Good morning. For those that don't know me, my name is Lionel. Hey, Lionel, motivate me, what? That's my friend. The topic is who or what bring you great joy. I just want to say the transformation that I'm making bring me great joy because well, I jumped out the porch when I was like 6. First case I had when I was like 9, battery. I got like 10 batteries as I grew older, in and out of jail, this, that, and the third. Mama died, daddy died, auntie died, friends died. I'm left alone, you know, but I'm still here, so that gives me great joy. It's something that I'm doing, something that I'm doing. And I think it's just because I got the respect. I got respect for older people. I got respect for people my age. I got respect for women. I mean, just being here, my nephews, my nieces, you know, I ain't got no kids, but they bring me great joy because they look up to me because they understand what their uncle did. They understand what they, you know. So it's like, I guess I'm here, still here to try to motivate and help the youngest to just get past all this, man, gang banging and all that. So I really just want to, like, you know, just like help the kids, like just overlook that, man. Strive for better, man. We trying to strike rich, man. We trying to get out the hood. We trying to make it better for our family. So I just want to, you know, motivate the kids. So that kind of, me being here, me still here, I'm not in jail, I bypassed that. I'm not dead, I bypassed that. I'm not homeless, I bypassed that. I don't got no stress on my mind, so I done bypassed that. So just keep going straight forward and maintain and stand down, 10 toes down. So, with that, a confession. I don't got a song. Be honest with you, because the songs that I be listening to is not for you guys, but they are motivators. So they are motivational songs, but they are not for you guys. Motivation. Haters, get on your job. Haters, get on your job and motivate me.
Let me tell you, Ladell, you just hit my heart because when that topic came, what brings you, or who brings you great joy and why? Your story and young people that I get to serve every day, you are the evidence of why that joy is real inside of me. And for those who don't know me on another level, I came to Cara in April of 2007. Went to Cleanslate, May of 2007. Got my first job, real grown-up job, you know, through Cara. After homelessness and addiction and all kind of negative impacted experience in this great city of Chicago, right? And at the legal aid. And I worked there for 8 years. And because I helped people returning home from incarceration and getting their backgrounds cleared and getting things, because some of the stuff I did in states that they didn't have the same laws for, I had to encourage people to stick it out and believe in the process, right? That 8 years, and because I saw what was coming through the door, I was moved to go back to school to become a social worker. And I was able to graduate from Loyola University, and today I'm a licensed clinical social worker. And I respond to homicides in my community, and I help children after they lose someone to violent loss. So when you ask me what brings me joy is to see the light come back to them every day. These are not tears of sadness. These are tears of joy. Because what I know in closing is that without hope, there is no future. And because we make a decision to change and be transformed, we become the hope for the next generation. And with that, all right, I don't know what you come to do. I don't know what you come to do. Come on. I don't know what you come to do. Hey, I don't know what you come to do. Hey, come on. But I come to clap my hand. 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 I come to stomp my feet. 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 I come to do my dance. 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 I don't know what you come to do. I don't know what you come to do. I don't know what you come to do.
Good morning.
For those of you who do not know me, my name is Cara. Y'all good. How y'all feel? All right. All right. Are there any announcements?
Good morning. For those of you all who still may not know me, my name is Cornisha.
Hey, Cornisha.
Woo-hoo. Okay, so since my October class of 2018, Cara found me my dream job as a guest relations associate at Rush University Medical Center. And I've been there for going on 3 years, and guess what? I'm going into my 3rd year as a clinic coordinator in the cancer center. I got a new job. Okay. Oh, I don't have
to Are there any more announcements? Are there any interviews?
For those who don't know me, my name is Sam.
Hey, Sam.
Cleanslate participant Louis Lay had an interview yesterday with ABM for a janitorial position.
Are there any more interviews? Not yet, but they're coming. All right, so we would normally go right into taking it home, but before we take it home, I want to just introduce you guys to myself again. I'm talking to this camera, okay. Let me fix my jacket. So, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Cara Martin, and I am the manager of recruitment and admissions for Cara Collective. We are here in our fabulous Clean Slate Hub, and I'm gonna tell y'all guys, this is fabulous compared to what we used to be down the street on 13th Avenue. For those, I'm dating myself because we used to have a small hub way down the way, and it was real little, like the whole office could fit in this building. So we are here today at our Clean Slate office filming this special Motivations for Tribute to the Stars. For those of you who may not be familiar with Clean Slate, we are a social enterprise of the Cara Collective. And what Clean Slate does is provide neighborhood beautification, litter abatement services, snow removal, landscaping, graffiti removal to various communities throughout the city of Chicago. In fact, we've done so in more than 50 communities in Chicagoland and beyond, providing these services. Well, one of the most important services that Clean Slate provides, and the reason for the Tribute to the Stars, is we provide paid transitional employment for individuals who can benefit from work experience as well as job skills training to lift themselves out of poverty. So that's the main reason Clean Slate was started. Since 2005, I would say, and I'm going to say, that we have collected more than 16,000 tons of trash, y'all. That's a lot of trash. So 16,000 tons of trash. And one thing that I love about Clean Slate is not only the fact that it gave me a newfound appreciation for litter abatement. Like, you know, even if it's something as simple as a straw packet, I'm sticking it in my cubby hole. If you've ever done a Clean Slate route, you will have a new appreciation for litter. So you don't litter anymore. But one other thing that I also love about Clean Slate is the fact that I get to witness the magic happen. I get to see all of these individuals in this safety green and gray. I get to witness the pride that you all have in working at Clean Slate. I get to see you coming in raw on the front end and ringing bells 3 years later like Cornisha. That is one fabulous thing that I absolutely love about Clean Slate is the pride that it instills in the people that we serve. And you'll hear us say serve a lot because when you work at Cara at Clean Slate, you serve the mission. No one is bigger than the mission. So we are here to serve you. And the Tribute to the Stars is so important because it gives us an opportunity. It is one of Cara's oldest mission-driven event. So it's one of our events that we get to acknowledge the people who gives us a job. Without you all, we wouldn't be able to do this work. So I get to come to work to make a difference, but at the end of the day, it's not about me, it's about Cornisha. It is about Adrian. It is about Posh. It's good to see you, Posh. I haven't seen you in so long. So it's good to see all of you guys returning to Cara and making a difference and actually lifting yourselves up out of poverty. So that is one thing that I love about the Tribute to the Stars event. So for those of you that are watching at home, hope you enjoyed what we gave you today. Hope you are going to get a chance to come in person very, very soon. And with that, let's take it home.